So big changes are coming to the UK immigration system. If you are international student, skilled worker, or you're planning to move to the UK soon, this video is going to help explain on these most important rules and regulations and how it's going to affect you. So on May 12, 2025, the UK government just released a new white paper titled Restoring Control over Immigration System. And this is by far the biggest immigration overhaul in years. And it changes everything from permanent settlement status to student visa, skilled worker rules, and even deportation policies. So let's break it down overview and talk about what this means for your future. So let's talk about one of the biggest shifts, permanent settlement. So currently, if you are on skilled worker visa or another eligible route, you can apply for the indefinite leave to remain up to 5 years. But the new rules doubles that time to 5 years. So yes, 5 years until you can settle, and these will be fast-track routes for certain essential fields like healthcare workers or scientists or engineers. But for most people, it's a much longer journey, and that means you have limited access to certain public funds. So this would affect your ability to apply for citizenship or to gain access to certain public funds and to settle long-term in the UK. And even more, it will mean longer, and more visa renewals, more fees, and even more uncertainty. Next up, international students. So currently, if you finish your study, you can stay and work in UK legally for 2 years under the graduate visa route. And this will be your post-study work period. The new rule will cut it down to 18 months. It may not seem like much, but in reality, it will put pressure on students to find sponsor work or get a sponsor and switch to a long-term visa quickly. So if you are still in university or planning to study in the UK, start preparing for job application early, and because the window just got shorter. So skilled worker visa is also a big major change. So up until now, you could apply for a skilled worker visa with qualifications as low as the regulated qualification framework level 3, that's roughly A levels, that included roles like senior care workers, chef and more. But now the new rule has raised that qualification up to level 6, which means you will need a university degree or equivalent. So this move is designed to push the UK toward a high-skill, high-wage immigration model, but it will shut out entry-level and vocational roles. Also, the immigration skill charge for employers has gone up to 32%, meaning UK businesses will less be willing to hire foreign talent. One of the most controversial changes would definitely be the care sector. So since the pandemic, the UK relied heavily on overseas care workers, but under this new white paper, the recruitment from overseas will end by 2028. That means there will be no more visas for care workers coming from overseas unless something changes. If you are planning to enter this field, your window is closing. And for families, the English requirement, the English language requirements are also getting tougher too. Even visa dependents will need to pass basic English tests, A1 at first and then A2 if you want to extend the visa. This will add more cost and complexity to family immigrations. The government is also introducing a 6% tax on all incomes that university earn from international students. This won't affect your tuition fee for now, but it may reduce scholarships, international places, and support services as university try to cut costs. But also there's another very worrying part. The deportation rules are expanding. Under this new rule, you could lose your visa even if you're not jailed for offenses like sexual misconduct or dishonesty, even if the punishment is still minor. So measures are clear. The UK government is tightening enforcement and setting stricter expectations for migrants. So what can you do about all of this? So if you're already in the UK, make sure you understand how the changes could affect your current visa path. Check when your settlement clock started, and whether you could be affected by the new 10-year rule. If you are an international student in the UK, start applying for skilled jobs early and look for alternative routes if eligible. And if you're planning to move to the UK soon, don't panic, but do prepare. These changes won't take effect overnight, but you must stay ahead of them. So I do understand that these news and changes can be really frightening. As an international student in the past and an UK employee, I do totally understand how it can be very scary and how it can affect our future. But with the right support and guidance, you can still successfully build your career life in the UK. So if you would like to have any kind of advice, tailored career advice on your current visa path, or how to apply for jobs, or what your options are, feel free to DM me or Advanced Academy, or book a free call with me via the link below in the comment sections. I would love to help you navigate your job search and your career and life in the UK. Thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one.